I'm going to take the floorboards up upstairs.
What for?
What do you mean, what for? To see if I can fix this wiring.
Oh, no, you don't, George.
Now, don't start, Marie. It's got to be done.
Not by you, it hasn't.
Look, I've told you I can fix it.
And I've told you you can't. Why should you? You didn't cock it up in the first place. The other fella did. Soft lad. Well, he can just come over here and fix it. God, he must think this family's stupid. Well, I've got news for him. He might have taken our Petra for a ride, but he's got another thing coming if he thinks he's going to do the same thing to me. I'm going to go over there and get him to come and fix that wiring if it's the last thing I do, even if I have to drag him by the scruff of the neck.
Look, what the hell is wrong with you, eh, Marie? All right, the lad's made a botch up with the wiring. So what? It's easily fixed. I've made a start on it. But that's not your problem, is it? You've had it in for him for months now. You've just waited for the least excuse.
If my kids roasted the fingers off themselves playing with that wiring and were lying dead on the floor, you wouldn't say it was the least excuse then, would you? That heartless get over there ruined my sister's life. Now, that might not mean much to you, but she was my sister, my flesh and blood. And because of him, she might be lying dead at the bottom of the Mersey for all we know. Now, don't you try and stop me.
Marie?
Is your buddy in?
Yeah, why?
Right.
Hey, hang on a minute.
Where is he?
Where's who? Or is that a stupid question?
Hi, what's going on?
Ask her, barging in here like that.
I want to word with your buddy now. Are you going to come and fix that wiring?
What wiring?
Don't give me that. The wiring that you cocked up in the arch.
Oh, that wiring? Well, maybe I will, and then again, maybe I won't.
Oh, that's typical.
Yeah, it is.
Look, I'm warning you.
Hey, you're warning nobody in this house.
Got no argument with you, Sheila.
You what? You've got no argument with me when you come barging into my house and shooting your mouth off.
Look, I'd have had no need to have come over here if he'd done that job properly in the first place. But he didn't. So he's going to go over there now and fix it.
Why should I?
Barry, it's easier to go across and do the job.
Easier for you, not for me, Dad.
Anyway, we don't know it was his fault.
You might not, but I do. Are you going to go and fix this? If I was a man, I'd have fixed it myself.
You're married to a man, aren't you? Can't he fix it? Or have you stopped him just so you can come over here and cause trouble?
Are you coming? Look, I've got 2 young kids over there. If anything should happen
Barry,
to them...
get over there and do the
Oh,
job.
all right.
Haven't you heard of courtesy and good manners?
About as much as your baddie has.
Why didn't you defend him?
Because he was in the wrong.
And she was right.
Oh, Sheila, don't be making a mountain out of a molehill, will you?
What are you talking about? She was the one that came over here and forced him out. You did nothing to stop him.
Oh, why? What about you? You didn't exactly grab her by the scruff of the neck and throw her out, did you? You know, you're always saying she's looking for a fight. Well, it works 2 ways, and I'm not going to let you fight with me because you missed your chance of having a fight with her.
Don't you dare talk to me like some old boot!
Let go of me arm, will you? You know, you've got a problem, Marie. Up there in your head, a problem.
Missed my chance, have I? Well, here it is now.
I'm warning you. If you don't get in that house and
You're
fix
gonna
that
do
job
what,
well,
Marie?
miss.
What are you gonna do? Why don't you just run inside and stick them inside the wall sockets, okay? That's the last time you're ever gonna do that, Marie. I'm warning you, the last flaming time.
Do you know something? I'm glad our Petra miscarried that child. Yeah, your child, Mr. Big Man. I'd rather see it dead than the prospect of having you for its father.
What did you say?
And you keep your nose out of this.
I asked you to repeat what you just said to my son.
You heard what I said. Him, the father of our Petra's baby, and he
You're
didn't
a
do
liar!
damn.
You're a liar, Marie!
Get in the house, you. Go on, get in. Leave this to me. Go on. You know you, Marie Jackson. You've got a mouth and a mind like an open sewer. You've been itching to have a go at him.
He caused it.
He caused nothing.
I'm not having anybody speak to me like that, especially the likes of him.
And what about the likes of you? This has got nothing to do with wiring.
Don't start preaching at me. I've had just about enough of you and your family.
Oh, have you? And what are you going to do about it then? Because you don't even live here. You're squatting in your sister's house like a load of gypsies. Don't talk to me about my family, love. Get your own house in order.
Get my house in order. Don't make me laugh. What about you, eh? Letting your girl get stinking rotten drunk on New Year's Eve, making a show of herself at her age. And where were you, eh? Filling your face with ale. So don't talk to me. I know your sort. It's no wonder you've reared a family of animals.
Oh, have you? Well, let me tell you something my family don't want for nothing and never have. At least they're living in an house they can call their own. And I'll tell you something else while I'm at it. Your Petra once told me that she couldn't stand the sight of you. She said you're a nagging, moaning old bitch. And I said, Petra, nobody could be that bad. But in this case, she was right. I've never met anybody with such an evil mind as you.
Don't you dare.
What's going on back there?
There's murders going on.
I don't know who you think you are. Look at you. Look at you. Well, I'm warning you. You show your face around my house again. And I'll drag your tatty hair out by the roots.
All right, then. Come on, you just try and I'll have
Would you please mind telling me what's going on?
Hey, just keep that on the end of your nose where it belongs and mind your own business.
A fishwise brawl near my house is my business.
Well, ask her then, that trouble causing somebody.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't it? Will he get another surprise in a minute?
I suggest you learn some manners, young
You
man.
suggest what? Well, you know what you can do with your stupid suggestions, don't you? You can ride them, because I'm just about ready for you and all. You've had it in for this family since you moved on this close.
You know that's not true.
I'm no liar, love. You've had it in for him and our Damon. And I don't know why, because we've done nothing to you. You're not in your posh house on the wheel now, you know. You're here the same as all of us. Go on, get in your flaming house.
She can't control herself. Just look at her.
You won't be happy until you involved everybody in this close, will you?
I didn't start it.
Well, be sure of one thing, love. I am well able to finish it. And I'll tell you one thing. When your Petra went missing and the police were searching for her, they should have dug up your back garden.
Sheila.
Because you and your lot weren't 2 minutes moving in here and taking over like the vultures you are.
You bitch!
Come on.
Let me go! Let me at her! Let go of me! Leave me alone! Let go of me! I'm never going to speak to you! Come on!
Fighting and arguing right outside the house. Isn't good enough. Just isn't good enough. And the insults that were hurled at me.
Well, you shouldn't have got
Well,
involved.
I had no option. Fighting right outside. I'm going to telephone the police.
Oh, it's not necessary.
Oh.
It's all over now.
No, is it? I'm glad to be sure of that.
Hit me. Hit me in the street. That's typical. You should have forced him to come and do that job, but oh no, you left it to me.
Yeah, and now just look at what you've caused, eh?
You're siding with them now, are you? You heard what that woman called us. Vultures and gypsies.
Well, we are, aren't we, love, eh? I mean, that woman was right. This isn't our home and it never will be.
You weren't 2 minutes moving in here and getting your feet under the table.
Haven't you done enough arguing for one day?
If our Petra had been here, she'd have knocked her head off for speaking to me like that.
If your Petra had been here, we wouldn't be living in this house now, would we? So just give your mouth a rest for a minute, will you?
Don't. Come on, babe. It was all or nothing. It'll soon blow over.
How can you say that after the things that woman said to me?
And all sorts of things get thrown up in the heat of an argument. It'll all be forgotten in a couple of days.
Not by me, it won't.
Look, Queen, I don't want to lecture you, but we've got to learn to get on with these people.
Oh, God. That's your answer to everything, isn't it? Just be nice to people and it doesn't matter if they walk all over you.
Look, I'm not saying that, am I?
Well, what are you saying then?
Well, look, it's just easier if we can get on with people, isn't it?
What do you mean? You mean like the owners of Fairbanks Metals because you didn't fight them either, did you? And how did they pay you back? They threw it all back in your face and sold you down the river and do you know something? You deserved it because you didn't fight hard enough.
That's a load of rubbish, isn't it? And you know it. We fought back the best we could.
Well, it just wasn't enough, was it?
Yeah. Well, you know you want to go and take a look at yourself, Sheila Grant, because every day you're getting harder and harder.
Well, somebody has to, if it was last year.
Come on, babe. Hey, come on. It doesn't matter. I don't want us to argue. She'd be made up if she could see us fighting each other.
I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. Well, a sneaky little...
Oh, come on, love. We don't know if it was her.
Well, who else could it have been?
I don't know. Paul Collins, maybe.
No. It was her. I know it was her. She just won't let go of that bone. Well, that's it, Bob. That is the final straw. I mean it. If she dares show her face round here.
It was her that phoned him, the snitching cow.
If she'd phoned him, she'd have given him your name and address.
She just wants to frighten me. Well, I'll show her I don't frighten that easy.
Not again, Marie, please.
You just don't give up, do you?
This needs sorting out.
I think you've said enough. Why don't you just go home? You're making a show of yourself.
Calling the police. Where we come from and you come from the same place, we'd never have called the busies in. Never. And I'm not going to have it.
You don't have to have anything. Just go away. I'm never going to speak to you again, Marie. I mean it. I'm not going to speak to you as long as I live. So leave this family alone. Starting from now.